Hey everyone, remember to like and subscribe. Let's dive into something critical today: how Trump's reappointment could impact global climate efforts. So, Donald Trump is back in the White House, and for environmentalists, this is a serious concern. The US is the world's biggest economy and its second largest polluter. Positive US involvement has been key to landmark breakthroughs like the Paris Agreement. Just last year, the US committed to moving away from fossil fuels. But now, with Trump back, things might look different. Trump has always been vocal about leaving the Paris Agreement, and there are even whispers that he might consider withdrawing from the fundamental United Nations framework deal on climate change. But here's the kicker: a second Trump administration can't stop climate action. Just like his denial of human-induced climate change won't shield the US from its impacts. The energy transition is already in motion. Remember to like and subscribe. The economics of renewable technologies are so attractive that they've become an unstoppable force. Since the Paris Agreement was signed in 2015, global investment in clean energy has surged by 60%. Nearly $2 trillion a year is now invested in clean energy projects, almost double what's spent on new oil, gas, and coal supply. Domestically, Biden's Inflation Reduction Act has set the wheels in motion for climate investment that will be hard to reverse. Interestingly, while no Republicans voted for the legislation, red states have been the primary beneficiaries of the money, projects, and jobs it created. Climate impacts are accelerating at a pace and scale that's impossible to ignore. Hurricanes Helene and Milton, supercharged by climate change, are expected to cost over $50 billion. Wildfires in California, heat waves in the Sunbelt states, and flooding in the South are wreaking havoc on Americans. A recent survey showed that a majority of Americans believe climate change is already causing serious effects. Globally, we've been here before. In 2001, George W. Bush pulled out of the 1997 Kyoto deal. Last time Trump was in power, he left the Paris Agreement, albeit temporarily. While I don't want to downplay the impacts of Trump or his Task 2025 plan, climate action didn't stop then, and it won't now. Other players, notably China, are increasingly stepping into leadership roles on this issue. The European Union is forging ahead with its Green Economic Development Plan, even amidst a rightward shift in the balance of power. If Trump enacts the changes he has campaigned on, the US will fall behind on new technologies and markets. How damaging a second Trump term is to climate action depends on how other countries react. If many follow Trump in either rolling back or slowing down their actions, the damage will be severe and long-lasting. However, if countries stay united and expand their commitments aligning with the Paris Agreement's 1.5°C limit, the damage will be significant, but not catastrophic. We know the climate crisis and its impacts on our neighbors is one of our most serious security threats, though it's not something our government likes to discuss. The Australian government, especially with its aim to host COP31, must take a strong role to ensure the fallout from a second Trump administration is limited and that global domestic action continues to push forward. This requires leadership. The government must step up and work with other like-minded nations to forge a coalition ready to move forward on climate, and it needs to move forward itself. There's no extra time for this. COP29 starts in Baku in a few days, and real leadership will be urgently needed to maintain the momentum required to reach agreements on the tough issues that must be solved to globally maintain action. Thanks for watching. Let's keep pushing for a greener future.